everyone, welcome to Ellis Mowers. Thank y'all for watching. Getting pretty close to 2,500 subscribers. That'll be really neat when I reach that milestone here. Hope within a matter of a couple of weeks, things will start picking back up here in the spring whenever more people, I guess, start watching how to fix their small engines. In the winter, it's pretty dormant because I don't have snow blowers to work on, and so I have to be a little bit creative in trying to figure out content-wise how I'm going to carry myself through the winter. And so what y'all have been seeing is most of the stuff that I finished late summer, early fall of 2020 here in the month of February 2021 on the channel. That's just so that y'all have content. Been doing home renovations and stuff like that here over the past 5 or 6 months, and I've really only fixed maybe like 4 or 5 things, as opposed to like the 150 or so items that I sold throughout the summer. So that's the reasoning for that. I hope y'all enjoyed all of the content from 2020 as it's wrapping up here on the channel, and we're getting into some new stuff here pretty much this week with me getting back out here in the garage, and I hope to continue to crank out some more content for y'all. But before I really start getting in on mowers here, I'm going to work on a little bit of my workbench area, which I've kind of worked on a little bit since the end of the summer and over the fall, just here and there. But if you saw me on my Instagram channel, or excuse me, on my Instagram page, I've already done, you can probably see the TV in the background up there. Don't have Wi-Fi yet. Got some pointers from Fun Things to Do with Tech Sparky on Ken Small Engines live stream. I don't know if I'll even want Wi-Fi out here because the Roku stick was the only thing that I can't get Wi-Fi on. So it would be nice to be able to watch y'all's YouTube channels, though, or to watch YouTube out here as opposed to having to cast it on a device or something like that. We'll see if we get to that at some point in the future. But for right now, I've got my battery chargers hung, TV up, and what we're going to do, I don't know if y'all can see it in the background there. Yeah, my American flag. I'm going to relocate that because that's just in a temporary location. I'm going to add a couple of shelves over here in between these two cabinets, between this short cabinet and the window. I think if y'all see that on the viewfinder. So I'm going to do that. I'm also going to add a power strip under the big cabinet right there, just to make it like a hub for all my chargers and stuff like that. So big goal is to just try and get a bunch of this junk, especially on the right side of my bench over here, off of the bench, especially like spray cans and stuff like that. So that way I have all of that space that I can work on items, because it really can get space is always a premium, but whenever I'm working on a bunch of different things, it really can pile up. As y'all saw in the previous videos from last year, it really did pile up. I'm trying to prevent that this year. So I've got all the hardware and devices that I need to do that with, and I'll show you the before and after. Kind of inspired by Bruce's shop. He has done a great job with his shop, making the most out of every available inch of space that he has, which is great for him. Of course, he told me it's 64 years of organizing and working. So I've only been at this house for 2.5 years. I don't plan to leave for a long, long time. So I'm going to make this garage right. Let me get started. I'll get you a closer look before we really get going, and I'll show you the synopsis of everything I'm going to do up close. I don't know how well y'all can see it, but that's Three's Company on the TV right now. It's just nice to have. It didn't cost me anything. I wasn't using it in the house. These are my battery chargers. This is my old Craftsman 19.2. It's probably on its last legs. I just put it up here out of the way. Milwaukee 12 volt. Craftsman 20 volt. Got for Christmas. Great presents. I've loved this is my old 19.2, and that's my old 1/2 inch that's on its last legs too. There's my Craftsman, and then my Milwaukees are lying around here somewhere right there. So just trying to create a hub for them here in the garage, which I'm going to do with this shelf here. I'm going to mount it about yay high. Has plenty of room to go in between the little tube for the electrical wire run and the window here. This was a shelf that has some cracks and a chip on the end here that I am not going to use in the house. Then I've also got this other, I guess it'd be it's like a tube of tin here that is not really being used for anything else, and so I'm just going to pop it above that, and I'm going to put probably a bunch of the spray cans and oil filters and stuff like that on it. Things I have already done in here apart from that is got a couple screws. I've hung that light up and hung my little pine cone picker upper right there beside the garage door, because that's almost a weekly ordeal around here. This right here I'm going to clean up as well. I'm going to put a V-shape hang-all about right there. Have my brooms and my dustpan just hanging off of that. That gets that off of the floor. Hopefully most all of this stuff like oil filters and things like that. I might put a bunch of my car stuff on that top shelf, because that's not what I use nearly as much as carb clean and even spray paint, which is what I've got all up in here. Like I said, I don't use the car cleaning items very much, and I use the like all the sprays and whatnot a lot more. So that'll be to be determined what's on the second shelf, since it'll be a little bit taller than that first shelf. Power strip. This is the power strip that I got over here. Just one of them 5-foot. You rotate it to open and close it for safety. That was about $30. I went with the Home Depot Yellow Jacket brand as opposed to the Harbor Freight one. I think it was like $16 at Harbor Freight. I was at Home Depot already. Convenience buy. It's going to go behind my light here, or I might put it in front. I don't know exactly which one I'm going to do yet. I'll probably put it behind, just to make everything clean and out of the way. And I can definitely reach down there and put things in. And kind of, like I said, I want to kind of clean some little things up as well. I might hang this basket off of something. This is actually like a dishwasher basket that has, I guess, fuel filters, shut-off switches, primer bulbs, more primer bulbs, keys, Briggs Classic diaphragms. That kind of works very well. I've also got this, which I don't really have anything in it yet. I've got some blade nuts and some carb jets in there. A couple other small things. I kind of want to find a place to mount / hang that as well. Just to, like I said, just to get it out of the way. That's still to be determined. We'll go through this process while we're out here, though. What else? Like I said, I'm going to take my Jasper Johns 3 Flags American flag poster I got at Habitat Restore. I'm going to pop it over there on that wall for right now, just so that it is visible in the videos and y'all can enjoy seeing it. Just not enough room with that V-shaped hang-all right there that used to hold my radio. I don't really use it for anything anymore since I got a Google Home in here. It'll probably come into use at some point, but that's a more of a tougher area for me to get to in the garage, especially when I have mowers and whatnot. I bought a Craftsman. It's a 17-gallon rolling tool cart there. just in case I end up doing some mobile stuff. It's just something that I can have ready to go, and all I have to do is pick it up and go and just throw a couple of items in, like my Milwaukee 12-volt things. So this is what you see here. This is what we're going to start with. Let's I'm not going to show you me building it off cam, but I'll show you the process of me putting each shelf up, and then the finished product of me putting everything up on the shelf so that we can clear that out. One other thing I'm going to do, I have a Google Home wall mount plug-in. So basically you plug it into the wall, wrap the cord around it, and the Google Home just sits right here. So that's what's going to happen with that to get it off of the bench as well. Like I said, I just want as much bench space as possible, which I wish I could find a better way to clean up my hardware down there. I can get rid of that tote here pretty soon after I fabricate a chute for this. If I don't just decide to buy a chute for it, I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with that yet. Anyways, we're almost 10 minutes into the video. I've shown you what I'm going to do. Let me go ahead and do it, show you all finished product, and hopefully give you all a few ideas as to what y'all might want to do in your garage. Alright, so first order of business was cleaning up this corner, which I think the bird food's going to stay there, but I got one of them V-shaped hang-alls, hung it up pretty much as high as I could get it up on the door here. Got my brooms and whatnot. This artwork I decided instead of putting over there, which didn't really seem like it'd be a little, or it seemed like it would be a little out of place. And if I wanted to add another cabinet in here, that would really be the only logical place for it to go for the amount of length. I'm not going to put one beside the element just because I park so close to the wall. I also don't want things falling on it either. Back in the back corner would be a little rough or a little hard to access. And I'm going to put a shelf right here for my drills. So I've done that so far. I think what I'm going to do, instead of double stacking these shelves, is I'm going to put, where is it? That other shelf, this little shelf right here, will actually fit right here. And so I might put it right about there. That way if I want to put something under it, I can still put things under it. I don't think I'm ever going to have a tall item sitting right here, at least not very deep because of my door. Because when you open the door here, it pretty much, I mean, you see how much space I've got. So I've got just enough space for that shelf, and then maybe we put that bird food underneath it. So next step, I'm going to put the shelf right here. I'm going to vacuum this up while I'm at it. And we'll put the shelf on, and I'll put all these, I'll probably put all the carb sprays and Seafoam and PB Blaster, and probably put my super clean and stuff on it as well, just so that it's all in one spot. So let me vacuum this up, put the shelf on. I'll show you after I put the shelf on and all that good stuff. So hang tight. Alright, so the shelf is up. Let's see what we can all fit on this thing right here. Like I said, I mounted it higher so that I can put stuff under it, like the bird food, and then I guess my little tin or bucket of hardware, at least for right now. Probably will put something else on it eventually. Again, I just use closet brackets. I could nail it on the, or screw it on the bottom, but I'm trying to refrain from using more concrete anchors than I really need, because this is not gonna, I mean, it can support my weight, I think. Yeah, I mean, it's not really gonna go anywhere, especially with just cans. So let me organize it like I want to, and I'll show you my setup when I get that shelf done here in just a second. Alright, y'all, I got everything up. I want to show you the finished product. Of course, everything's always still in process, in progress, whatever you want to call it. But this area right here especially has been cleaned up tremendously from what it was. Thanks to mostly putting the shelf over here, getting all these spray cans and stuff out of the cabinet and out of the way, I guess, which worked out great. It's a bunch of room on that. I just went ahead and put my mower cleaning products down there, like the Super Clean, which I still have some of that, and the oil I use for the mowers. I usually keep oil way down there on the very end. I kind of want to reallocate a few of these things down here to where some of the stuff I don't use as much to put further down on the end so that I have better access to the stuff that I do use a lot. So that's that. Added some screws and whatnot. So I'm hanging my wrenches on the workbench now over here on the side. And then I got the shelf up here for my cordless impacts and drills and whatever else cordless I get in here, 3/8 ratchet. Just an extra charger hanging there, a charger over there, inline spark tester. Batteries, I wish I had a better place to put at this point, but they're going to go in mowers pretty soon anyway, so that's not a big deal. A couple of extra parts that we're going to be addressing here before long on a couple of projects. Of course, everything's cleaned down here as well. I think I've already shown y'all the power strip. I've mounted the power strip down there with the chargers. They're all charging. I keep a bunch of hardware and whatnot on the very end that I eventually want to clean up, but you amass a decent amount of hardware and you don't quite know what to do with it. That's kind of the situation with that. Got a backing plate for a Briggs Quantum. So this area still needs a little bit of addressing. This is one of them leads that's really no good because I need to throw that away. What I ended up doing with my little stock of primer bulbs and whatnot is I put them right there on the V-shape hang all right now that I don't have another purpose for at the moment. I kind of do want to fill up that little Hyper Tough case with more items, more specialty items. And of course I have a little bit of doing over here, but this has made it hopefully so that it's much more functional back here. Hopefully once I get some of the equipment out of here it'll be even better, but this should make it very functional for me, especially after I get the Google Home with that plug mount. It just gets a bunch of stuff that usually had been on the bench off of the bench, so I'm happy with that. So yeah, I think that's it. There's a little bit of cleaning up to do down here on the bottom shelves. I did clean this area up right here for the tools. Got my jack stands under there as well and pushed my hardware under there. So I've got my tools and whatnot all in the same spot now, and hopefully when I'm done for the day I can just pop those back in there and pop out all the impacts and stuff up top there, and that'll help me stay a little bit better organized with what I've got going here. Again, I want to organize a little bit more on the far end, but I mostly work on this from the cabinet forward, and so that's what's going to help out a lot. This corner right here, much better. Very happy with how that turned out. And again, most of the rest of the stuff is just equipment that needs to get out. Like I said, I could use a little bit more cleaning on the back wall and over there, and just a few other things I just need to get rid of or throw away or do something here. So hope y'all like this video. Hope y'all get some ideas from what I have done here, and I hope that y'all, if any of y'all got any ideas about things that you see here in the garage, please let me know. I'm all ears about shop organization, and I know that a clean and organized shop helps you, as opposed to one that you're battling all day, every day, you know. So, like I said, we've got that going on. I got my mower scraping tool back down here. It had been in the house doing some work for a while to scrape the underside of the decks off. It's just a little hard paint or drywall mud spreader. So again, that's the deal there. Still got plenty of room in that big cabinet, so I've got some things that I can put in there as well. But thank you all for watching. We'll be getting to these mower projects here very soon. You'll be seeing these on the channel, along with some push mowers and some other things. Again, constant reorganization. It's all about staying organized during the season, and at the end of the season, most importantly, catch back up for what you couldn't keep organized during the season. So we've got it ready for spring. We're going to hit it hard here and coming up in the remainder of the month, so that we have some decent equipment ready for the spring sprint, which will be here in about a month, believe it or not. Just got to place a few items back where I'm sliding them right here for right now until I get some of these pieces of equipment out, and then we'll work on the equipment. Hopefully keep this as organized, as clean as possible throughout the year. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all can catch me at Ellis Mowers 09 on Instagram and Facebook. And I hope y'all like this video. I know Bruce's shop, Phil's Small Engine Nation both did shop organization videos this week, so I kind of wanted to chime in since I was planning on doing this anyway. So thank you again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.